Hello everybody, thank you for joining us again today for another MyGov tutorial where we teach you about MyGov, your virtual city hall at your fingertips. Today we're going to be going over how to submit a permit through MyGov. Right now we are on the City of Bastrop homepage. We're going to scroll down until we get to the Links tab and we're going to select the MyGov button. That's going to take us to the MyGov information page. If you scroll down, you'll see previous tutorials as well as a link to our quick start guide. All right, we're going to go ahead and select the MyGov graphic. That's going to take us to the MyGov portal. From there, we're going to select the Permits button. This will take you to the page that lists all of the permits available to you from the City of Bastrop. They are grouped by category and sorted alphabetically. If you don't want to scroll through the whole list, that's okay. You can type in a keyword and it will pull up the permit that you're looking for. Today we're going to be demonstrating how to submit a permit by demoing a residential infill permit. Please note that if the permit you're wishing to apply for is not the permit that we're demoing today, that's okay. Much of the functionality is the same throughout the different permits. What does vary is the information required or the documents required in order to submit the permit. But the way that you interact with the system is the same for each permit. All right, whenever you're ready, you're going to select Apply for Permit. That's going to bring up a question asking if you're a collaborator. If you are not a collaborator, you will want to go ahead and first create a collaborator account. If you're not a collaborator, you will not be able to submit your permit. If you are a collaborator, go ahead and select Login. This will take you directly into the permit that you're wanting to apply for. Please note, if you've never logged into MyGov off of the computer that you're working on or the device that you're working on, or it's been a while since you last logged into MyGov, when you select Login, it could take you to the login page where it'll ask you to enter your credentials. After you enter your collaborator credentials, it should take you directly into your permit. The first thing you'll notice whenever you get to any permit in MyGov are knowledge items at the top of the permit. This is where we take the opportunity to furnish you with any relevant links, any documents that might be needed for your permit submittal, or to communicate important information such as a notice that the system does not save partial applications. So you'll want to be sure that you have all your documents completed and on hand whenever you're applying for your permit. If you'd like to see what's required for the particular permit submittal that you'll be doing, there are checklists for each permit type. You can select the link. That'll take you to the checklist, where it'll give you a process overview, general information. It'll tell you what the submittal package checklist items are, what kind of details we require for the plan set, as well as other pertinent information such as inspections and the digital format file type. After you've had a chance to preview the different links and you have your documentation completed and ready to be uploaded, you can begin to apply for your permit. The first thing you'll want to do is enter your address. MyGov does have a great feature where you can enter a partial portion of an address and it'll pull up a list of addresses that matches the characters or numbers that you've entered, and you can select from there. After that, you're going to get to your project description. You'll want to be sure to put a helpful description that reflects what it is that you intend to do for the project. For remodels, it is usually beneficial to enter a more in-depth description because usually there's more complexity as to what's going on. A new single-family residence usually only needs a short description because it is very straightforward with what's occurring at the site. From there, you're going to get to your file uploads. The way you upload a document is you select the green Upload a Document button. From there, you go to your File Explorer. You can navigate to the file folder that contains your documents, or maybe it's already there right in front of you. Either way, when you've found what it is that you need to upload, just double click it. That'll upload it for you. After you have all of your documents uploaded, which whenever you're submitting a new residential permit, whether it's for infill or a planned development district, there are a number of documents we do ask for because this is a new house and we want to make sure we have all the information needed in order to complete your review. After you've uploaded all those documents, you're going to get to the information field. One of the things we ask for on a new residential permit is the total impervious area as it relates to the percentage of the impervious cover being placed on the site. We've entered 52, which is under the 60% maximum impervious cover for the lot allowance. And be careful whenever you enter in a number. If you hold your cursor and you slide up and down on your mouse, it can adjust the totals for you. So you'll want to enter it and then click away so that it freezes the amount that you've entered. The next thing we ask for is the VCAD property ID. The reason why we ask for this is because sometimes when permits are entered, they do not have the correct physical address. If we have the VCAD property ID, we can cross-reference the parcel and obtain the correct 911 address for the lot. After that, we ask for the zoning. There's a drop-down menu available that lists all of the zoning place types within the city limits. If you don't know what your zoning designation is or your place type is, that's okay. We have an interactive zoning map available on the City of Bastrop website where you can go and enter an address and it'll pull up the parcel. Whenever you select it, it'll pull up an information card that lists the zoning place type. After that, you're going to be asked to enter the utility providers for the project. That's also a drop-down menu. And then you'll be asked if you are in a historic district. If you don't know if you are, that's okay too. You can also obtain that map from using the interactive zoning map that I previously mentioned. If you are in the Iredell Historic District, you will need to check yes for certificate of appropriateness because we do require that you submit a separate certificate of appropriateness for the exterior building materials in the Iredell District. After that, you'll enter the square footage, the valuation, and then please note, we do require the square footage and valuation for any permits that are going to be adding a structure to the site. If you're applying for a permit and it's a trade permit, such as a mechanical, electrical, or plumbing permit, we do not require this information. We do have fields where you can enter it if you'd like, but it is not mandatory. After that, you get to the property owner information. You'll fill out the property owner name, address, phone number, and email. Then after that, you get to the contractor information. Once again, it's the contractor name, address, phone number, and email. The final piece of information that we require on any permits that are for a new single-family residence, residential remodel, any commercial permits, new commercial construction, shell building, tenant finish out, is a credential. The reason for this is we want to make sure that if you are not a property owner that has a homestead exemption, that you've gone through the appropriate process of applying for a credential and furnishing us with a copy of your certificate of commercial general liability. The way you add a credential is quite simple. You click the general contractor credential button. You can type in the name, hit the search, and then after that, it should identify the credential, hit plus, and it's been added to the project. Please note it is important that you have your credential already submitted and accepted through the system before you go to apply for your permit. If you're a property owner and you're acting as your own contractor, that's okay. We have the homestead exemption, and that's where you fill out an affidavit that is notarized stating that you are, in fact, the property owner that will be living at that residence. All right, once that's all complete, you'll select Request Project. You'll see the rainbow bar at the top that lets you know that the system is thinking. And after that, you'll get the green banner stating your new request was successfully submitted. And now you've submitted your permit. Well, guys, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us again, where we teach you about MyGov, your virtual city hall at your fingertips. Have a great day. Bye.